Designing your own house is always a challenge. It's hard to step away from the designer and client aspect when you are both. And then also with my wife and Kylie and I dealing with this together, we spent a lot of time talking about it and what she expected out of the house and what I expected, but also what our family expected. Given the nature of the site, we sit on the edge of a hill. The opportunity to get massive amounts of morning light, afternoon light into the house was quite apparent. So that was probably the basis of why we chose this site. The aluminium material that we've used on the first floor cladding, we refer to as the fish scales or scales. So played around with pieces of cardboard in the office. We had the facility that we could model those cardboard ideas and then apply them to our CAD model work. So we had that option to play and try things that we hadn't done with clients. So it's an aluminium flat sheet, ACM sheet, which we've cut, shaped to create the scale, just to give more depth to the material that we're using. Everything in this house revolves around the entry, so that is really our only hallway as such, and everything comes off that one space. So there's no hallways through the house, so wherever we are, the whole house is literally that one room wide, so we can ventilate the house very easily. You know, you can open one side of the house, and the other side of the house, get airflow running through it. You can open the ends of the house, get airflow running through it. So that simplicity of that design allows you to very easily heat or very easily cool. Materials we've used on the ground floor are a combination of larch and cedar. Larch, we've had a lot of dealings with the Rosenfeld Kitson over the years. I like the larch because it's got a lot more texture in it, a lot more grain structure, a lot more knots in it. So it was trying to maintain that natural element, the timber for the timber, so we still see the knots, so you still see the grain structure. The cedar is clad in Dryden's wood oil, so the oil impregnates the timber, and then they've got the black stain that sort of gives a coloration to the boards. And then the larch has got a clear oil on it, so we didn't want to take away the colour of the larch. This house is open. We don't deal with the aspect of privacy. We don't have any curtains, we don't have any blinds through the space, and that was a decision that Kylie and I made. We didn't want to close the house down. We see what's going on around us. So we haven't put curtains or blinds in this space, nor have we actually needed them. We've got massive eaves, overhangs that protect us from the summer sun, still allows the winter sun in. You know, the house is well set up that we lose probably a little bit of heat through the windows because of the expanse of the windows, but it's still a very warm house. It's not often you get to live inside the product you've designed. We get to experience it every day. I mean, to come home to this every night, wake up here every morning, I mean, pretty fortunate sort of space to have.